Hello YouTube, welcome back. My name is Pythus. I hope everybody is having a wonderful day so far. Today, we're going to be jumping back into Halo CE LASO. For those of you that don't know, LASO stands for Legendary All Skulls On. Legendary is the most difficult setting, and having all of the skulls on adds a whole bunch of modifiers. I'll have a link in the description that says what each of those modifiers are, so go ahead and give that a gander if you're curious. But yeah, we've been beating our head against this wall for a little while now. We're gonna give it another shot. We're gonna get it, chat. We are going to get there. Wednesday we're gonna be playing more Dead by Daylight, and then Friday we're gonna be doing something else. I'm not 100% sure yet. I haven't decided. The world is our oyster, chat. Anyway, YouTube, thank you. I appreciate you stopping by. Thank you for checking out these VODs. It really does help. Like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't. And yeah, we're going to jump into it here in a couple minutes. So get ready for that. And I'll see you in just a minute. Thanks, YouTube. See you in a minute. Welcome back, YouTube. Let's go ahead and get it started. So the last time we were here, we beat the first portion. We beat the first couple of parts of this, and then we kind of got stuck in this canyon, and I ended up having to do that 20, or how many times? Hold on, I actually have the number. 34. We had to do it 34 times to get it right, which, yikers. But we are keeping track. We're keeping a list. All right, let's get this going. This might be a little rough because we're gonna have to. We'll have to reacquaint ourselves. I played BioShock on Friday, so the controls are still fresh in my mind, and I might have to relearn everything. Where are we at? Okay, good. We're here. Oh, fuck. I already forgot. Forgot about that guy. All right, and then we have to run all the way back to get our ammo. We've cleared this whole section out. It's just that next section coming up. That's a pain. But we're out of ammo on our assault rifle, and that's no good, so we're going to have to run back. You know what? We could just run some music here, right? Hold on, chat. It should be all DMCA free, so it shouldn't matter too much. There we go. There's our ammo. And frag grenades. I'm a little bit impressed that it'll let us use a shade turret. One of the skulls says that we can't use any Covenant weapons, and I just assumed that meant Covenant vehicles as well. I wonder if a shade turret doesn't count as a vehicle. Alright. We gotta kill a bunch of waves in this canyon. And so far, we've not had a ton of luck. Alright, are they over there? No. Oop, there they are. This rock is our only safety. Gotta get their attention. Then hopefully the grunts will bunch up. One of the skulls means that the grunts explode like a grenade on death. So we really need to, shit. We really need to get their attention and then kill one of these grunts. Which is easier said than done. There's one. And hopefully we can get a chain reaction of grunts exploding. That was too much. Too much explosion. Nope. Hold on. We got another death.
Skill issue.
So we gotta come up here, kill this guy, and then run back and grab ammo. And that's where we're at right now. We've been essentially in this spot for at least 15 deaths. So this is like sneeze and you die mode. Yeah. All the enemies do more damage. All the enemies take more damage. Explosions are 2 times as big. And our shields don't recharge. Yeah, we've got... This is largely... It's largely agreed that this is the most difficult thing that you can do in Halo. And I'll be the first to admit that I may have bitten off a little more than I could chew when I decided to do this. Because we beat that one challenge for Resident Evil. And now... Now I just, like, fully jumped into the deep end with this. But it's alright, you know? It's essentially just hanging out and chatting with folk, but, like, having something to do in the background. Because, you know, it doesn't do us any good to be uber sweaty about it. See, I could have killed that grunt there, but really what I want them to do is bunch up into one area so that one explosion takes out the next. And then it just ends up cascading in killing every enemy around. Ooh, and then they throw grenades and I have to run away. I have a sniper rifle, but I don't really want to use it. Oh, also, every time I shoot, it takes 2 bullets. It doesn't do any more damage. It just takes 2 rounds to do the same amount of damage. Did I not kill any grunts with that? No, they're all over there. Excuse me, sirs. I really need you to come up here. There we go. That was pretty good. For one shot, that was definitely worth it. The problem is that later on, we've got hunters coming down that grav lift. If you know anything about Halo, hunters are pretty tough even in the best of times. In LASO, they're fucking impossible. But I really need to save some sniper rounds for them. Fortunately, it's also my most effective weapon for taking these boys out. Yeah, the pinned comment that I've got going on, that'll tell you what all the modifiers are for this particular challenge. Also, you can type !LASO to get a breakdown of everything. The number of times I've accidentally killed myself throwing a grenade over that rock. There are clips of it. An elite is still alive? Do you have any friends over there? No? Be super chill if you did. I don't know if he has any friends coming down the grav lift or not. Oh, I now have a reticle. That's cool. Of course he moves the second I have it on his head, huh? It's 2 shots for an elite. I hate that. We gotta get their attention and try to get them bunched up at the beginning or at the entrance of this. I wanted to say cavern. What's the word I'm looking for? Canyon. We have to get them bunched up at the end of this canyon. Ever wonder why we're here? All right. Hello? I'm running low on assault rifle ammo too. It's less than ideal. That'll do it. Who's over there? Ow, ow, ow. Really didn't mean to get a headshot there, but I'll take it. We gotta get their attention so they waddle on over here. There's no more ammo on the map. I have scoured this place clean. Needlers will fuck me up. They don't normally walk around the corner, but... Ow, 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 ow. That might be hit. Peek around the corner and have them die in front of you. That's fine. We're kind of cheesing a little bit. Not a little bit. It's a lot. We're cheesing a lot. There's a skull on that says every time you die, you restart the level. Not the checkpoint, the level. Oh. I also forgot about
skill issue.
So there's a skull on that says every time you die, you restart the level, as long as you're playing solo. But every time we die, we hit save and quit before the death animation finishes. And that makes it so it doesn't count. So we don't have to restart the level. We just have to restart from the latest checkpoint. We just have to be quick about it. God forbid I ever forget to hit start as I'm dying. We'd have to go through this whole section again. Dang, I remember trying LASO. It will test your sanity. I'm already being tested, man. It's already. I mean, we're only on the third mission. Also, hi, welcome in. Appreciate you stopping by. First time chatter. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, I'm trying not to get too stressed about it. I'm just trying to make it like a almost like a just chatting stream where I'm like sitting here interacting with chat, but there's something also going on at the same time. So, you know, try not to get too in my head about it, but also you're not wrong. This shit is hard as hell. Also, I hope it's interesting. Like I don't know how much people are going to want to watch this happen, but no, not the needler. Stop it. Ow. Fuck. Needler is like the most dangerous goddamn thing, man. Fuck. Did that at least get somebody? Yeah, it did. You know, I find doing challenges like this interesting, so I hope other people find it interesting as well. I'm a big Halo nerd, so it is interesting to me. Well, good. Well, welcome in. My goal is to get all of the lassos done. Look. But as you can tell, it's not going super good. It's not going great. Fuck. Oh, and it crashed. Cool. We love that. Yeah, my goal is to get all of the lassos done, and I'm trying to do them in order, which means that we're doing Halo CE and then Halo 2 back to back, which from everything that I've read online makes it, those are the two most difficult lassos to do. So I'm kind of front loading the difficulty on this one. Oh, what did I change? Hold on. We don't need any of that. I don't need to know how poorly I'm doing. But I am kind of excited. It's been many moons since I've played Halo. I remember being much better at it than this is implying, but no, it's been a while, and I love Halo. We played the absolute shit out of Halo back in the day. But now, like, when I started this challenge, I was thinking about it. I couldn't remember if I had ever actually beaten Legendary before. I remember thinking that it wasn't really all that important to me. There, in my opinion, Halo CE just because of the lack of creature comforts for the player, and 2, just for the lack of the amount of enemies. Just for the fact of the amount of enemies. Yeah, I mean, everything that I've read about it says that Halo CE and Halo 2, just for the way that they were, like, programmed, they were not, like, LASO was not built in, or it wasn't on their mind when they were making it. So all of the skulls, all the additional rules just make it so much harder. So I'm hoping that we can just keep plugging away at it and get these 2 done, and then not necessarily coast through the rest of them, but definitely, like, do the easier parts last when our mental is already so befuckered. Fucking Needler, man. Imagine having to, like, worry about where a Needler is. Are you gonna do Halo Infinite? I might. I kind of considered it. I've read that it's supposed to be the most difficult. And if we get to the end of this, if we get through Halo 4 and Halo Reach and decide that we haven't had enough Halo in our lives, then I'll do Halo Infinite. But I don't know. I haven't even played Halo Infinite for the first time, you know? Played some of the multiplayer when it came out. I got pretty good at it and then decided that that's not really how I wanted to spend my time. So I ended up not playing too much. I think it's just him. I don't know if there's anybody else coming down the gravity lift yet. Apparently there is. I found him. No, at around the same time that Halo Infinite came out, I was starting to get into Dead by Daylight super hard. And I ended up doing that with the majority of my time. Ended up getting pretty good at it, but yeah, no, Halo Infinite is on the list, but it's pretty far down the list, you know. I was gonna say that didn't kill any grunts. I really hope that killed the elite. I've never played Dead by Daylight. My buddies love it, and I'm not big into horror games. That's kind of what I like about Dead by Daylight. It very quickly... Shit. very quickly stopped being a horror game for me. Because after I got down once I got all the mechanics down, and after I like understood what the point of the game was, it very quickly, like the horror element of it stopped being there for me. Because now every time I see a killer or whatnot, I know exactly what to do and like how to get around it. Although they did just come out with a new mode, the lights out mode, which does make it way scarier again. Horror goes away within 2 to 3 weeks of playing. Yeah, something like that. After you get over like the jump scare portion of it, and you learn the different killers and the different survivors and how to play the game, I feel like it very quickly runs out. It was only, yeah, lights out mode is not there anymore. I'm excited to see what other game modes they come up with though. Lights out was kind of their beta testing for more game modes, and now I'm excited to see what they can do with it. Another wave? Yeah, another wave. We're doing pretty good. Like this isn't terrible. This is the part in the clip where I hard cut to me dying next. Because it happens every time. Every time you say you're doing all right, then all of a sudden shit goes fucking sideways. I'm getting better at recognizing when these grunts are dying as opposed to... Well, fuck. Fuck. I really wanted to get my shields back. I was going to try to... Well, that's what I said. I was just talking about how every time you say you're doing okay, then it just all goes to shit.
Skill issue.
Fine. I really need to get him caught in that animation. That waving animation they do. I hadn't gotten greedy about that one jackal. This time I won't say shit. This time I won't say anything about doing well. We're just gonna keep going. But yeah, Halo is one of those games that was like very formative for my young gamer brain back in the day. It wasn't my first game. The first game that I remember playing and really getting into was StarCraft. Way back in the day. Ooh, I got lost. I remember playing it over my cousin's house and having a great time doing it. And then my dad went out and got brand new PCs for himself, me, and my brother to play. We all played StarCraft like fucking crazy. And then it was Diablo, and then we started getting into like Nintendo 64 games. We started playing Smash like crazy, Majora's Mask, Ocarina of Time. And then eventually, I don't remember if it was high school or middle school. It was somewhere around there. Probably late middle school. We started playing Halo all the fucking time. I remember having a conversation in high school about Halo 3 coming out. So it must have been somewhere around there. My first game was a paintball gun that you plugged directly into the TV directly with the AV cables. It was dope. That sounds dope. But also super dangerous. Okay, well, there goes half our shields. That's fine. But like Duck Hunt for real. It was a toy gun. Okay, I see. I thought it had like attachments for a real paintball gun. Like it had a sensor or some shit. I don't know how that would work. Now that I'm thinking about it, that was a dumb assertion, but yeah, can you imagine like plugging this thing up, putting it all together, and then forgetting that you had CO2 and an actual paintball in there? Just absolutely destroying your dad's TV. That worked out much better than I anticipated. That was great. Oh, okay, that was terrible. All the shields we just got. Okay, cool. Love that for us. Risk everything so that we can get just a little bit more shields and then just immediately throw it all away. That's cool. Hello? I remember playing like Duck Hunt in my cousin's basement too. When I say my first game was StarCraft, the first one I remember playing, because there were definitely games before that, but what they were, and I have no idea. I also had a joystick controller that had like Galaga and Pac-Man and Dig Dug. Always very cool. I like those games too. But I grew up in the era where the only place you could really play them was arcades. And even when I was growing up, arcades were kind of few and far between. You had to go to a bowling alley to find an arcade anywhere. You know what I miss? Something that would like you cannot find anywhere anymore, and even if you could, it would probably be socially unacceptable to play. Laser tag. I remember fucking loving laser tag when I was a kid. And now you just cannot find those motherfuckers anywhere. I grew up in a small town. The only arcade we had was at a Pizza Hut. Dude, I fucking miss going to Pizza Hut too. Like just casually going to a Pizza Hut on a Saturday with your parents. I miss Pizza Hut, dude. Now they're all insurance buildings or whatever. That is one of my favorite like modern phenomenons is all the buildings that you can very clearly see were once a Pizza Hut and now they're just no longer. They're all insurance buildings or whatever. I did laser tag for my birthday like 8 to 10 years ago. It was awesome. My group versus like 30 kids we owned. Yeah, even 8 to 10 years ago, that would have made me 23. I feel like even that is more socially acceptable. Like I'm a fully grown adult boy now. For me to walk into a laser tag place and be like, hello, yes, I would like to simulate murdering children. You can't do that, sir. Sir, this is a Wendy's. Oh, by yourself, it may be sus. I think like, what am I gonna? What am I gonna call up all my old army buddies and be like, hey, I have an idea. Although that might be fun. That might be fun. Group of like guys just being guys wouldn't be weird. Oh, fair enough, you know. All right, new plan for my birthday this year. What we're gonna do is we're all gonna get drunk and we're gonna do a meetup at the nearest laser tag place. How's that sound? Oh, dude, what if we could just rent out the entire place? Just rent out the building for a couple hours and then just go ham. I think that's my new, I'm gonna set that as my new dono goal. We're gonna need enough money to rent out a laser tag place for, what you call it, like 6 hours. And guys, good news. We've modified the rules. Running is allowed now. Hell yeah. You know, that's the dream. Now we've got a plan. I wonder how difficult something like that would be to actually set up. I believe you can rent out time for laser tag and they're not that expensive. I know you can rent a theater out and play video games on the screens. Hell yeah, even that. If I ever do a subathon, that's like what my end goal would be. I wonder how difficult it would be to get a movie theater to agree to let you do a long-term subathon inside one of their theaters. One of the streamers that I watch all the time, his name's Pay Money Wubby. He just did an uncapped subathon and they rented out like a studio apartment specifically to do it in. And by the end of it, they were just a mess. It was such a good time. They strapped a leaf blower to the ceiling and rigged it up so anytime they got a sub or a resub, it would blow a leaf blower at their face. Probably let you do it on like a Monday or something when you don't have a lot of time. That might be worth exploring, actually. Write that down, chat. We might have to do that. You know, after we grow pretty significantly to the point where a subathon might actually be worth it. Because I'm kind of worried we're at the point. I've thought about doing a subathon before, specifically on Halloween, because like so much of my content is like horror coded anyway, that I figured Halloween would be a good time to do a subathon. But then I realized that I don't really have a large enough audience for that yet, so I would just end up putting up like a 6-hour timer and then doing a 6-hour stream. Which, if that's the case, let's just do a 12-hour stream and call it a day. We don't need it to be a subathon at that point. You know, later on in the future, when all this shit sort of kicks off a little bit more, then we can do it. I didn't even have to do anything there. That like Grunt accidentally killed himself. In game. There's still an elite alive back there. That's not fantastic. Yeah, there's still an elite alive. And that Grunt. Not Grunt. Jaggle. Shoot it, you bitch. Hey, what's up? You gonna shoot that plasma pistol? Okay, I'll see you later. Ow! Motherfucker charged up twice. Give me that shield back. Yeah, we've got some plans for the future. Right now we're just doing our best, you know. Woo. Did it explode? Anybody hear it explode? Did it despawn? What happened? Did despawn a grenade? What the fuck? I didn't hear it explode. Neither did I. Yeah, that was wild. That was definitely a plasma grenade thrown over that rock. I thought for sure it was going to kill me, too. And it was just like, haha, LOL JK doesn't exist. It was a ruse. It was just a prank, bro. Hello? I knew he's over there. You can see the glow. Okay, we got a whole new group of boys, though, so... I don't know how many grenades I have left. I don't know which of these bodies flying around the corner is going to be a grunt that absolute... Like that. Like fucking... Like that. Don't do it. I got so lucky he bounced the second time. And a checkpoint. We're making progress, chat. Progress is being made. There's a jackal over there. Back here, you bitch. Back here. There you go. Got him. All right, does that mean that the hunters are out? Yes, it certainly does. That's one. This is the plan for the hunters. I'm glad that there's a checkpoint before the hunters. Hopefully I can get him to lose me and de-aggro. Because I really need to get a shot at his back. I didn't realize how close I was to the edge there. AMA. Excuse me, sir. I really need to shoot your back. I need to go back down that canyon. Need to get him to de-aggro. There we go.
Cortana to Echo 419.
Fucking hell. God, that took forever. Oh, but now we get more ammo, more health. We can fucking breathe a little bit, chat.
Once we're inside the ship, I can home in on the captain's command neural interface. They'll probably be in or near the ship's rig, which should narrow our search.
All right, now is the tough part. And it's been, I didn't really expect to get by this bit. So I didn't really do any research or look up any notes or anything. So we're going into this next part mostly blind. I have an idea of what we need to do, but nothing solid. Dang. Can't get in there to get any health packs. Okay, fine. Well, I guess we're just gonna do this. All right. Checkpoint confidence. Watch out for invisible elites. Yeah, this next part gets absolutely mobbed with elites. And I'm not really prepared for it. But I have an idea of what to do. We need to get into one of the side hallways.
We're in. I've got a good lock on the captain's CNI
We need to get into like one of those two doors, I think.
No Covenant defenses detected.
What? There's no Covenant here. Think maybe nobody's home.
Not like that. Not like that. That's sort of what we need to do. We need one of those doors to open. We need to take out the elite. And then wrap the other side opened. Not like that. Okay, this part is going to be... This is going to be a lot. Okay, we missed two deaths.
Issue.
But after we get into that corridor, we might be able to get some things working. Fuck. I imagine our death count is going to go pretty fucking high this time. But we made progress. We've been stuck behind that rock for something like 4 hours. Crap, we need to get in this door while it's like opening. That's not gonna work.
Skill issue.
All right, now I'm zeroed in. And this is not ideal. This is not the hallway we wanted to be in. We want to be in those hallways. Okay. Now that we're in here. Fuck. I think once those doors open the first time, they stay unlocked. Yeah, but we just need to... We need to get in here enough that we can, like, snipe some boys outside and get them dead. And then that will hopefully cascade out. Well, shoot the wall if you haven't. Fuck. That's what we need to do. We need to stay in that in that corridor and just kind of like peek around and pick off grunts when we can get them.
Oh my goodness
Thanks
gracious!
for the follow, man. I appreciate it. Got a little too anxious there.
Skill issue.
Hockey for that sometimes does not want to work. Mm-hmm. And now I'm just trying to work out a formula for how this works. Because I think we got lucky that first time when we kind of just wandered through. I think they were just as surprised as I was that I was there. so they didn't really shoot at me. Boy, they sure did, huh? We're just gonna take over. We don't need to see that one play out.
Skill issue.
Open the door. Oh, cool. That's a neat little. Fuck you. Well, we got an achievement. Kill 1,000 jackals. Jesus. Hey, you ever had a door open in front of you and you expect it to be like a grunt or a jackal or something? It turns out to be a gold elite with a energy sword staring you down. It's been that kind of day. I don't know what my shields are at, but could be worse. All right, there's like a specific spot that you're supposed to stand that stops people from spawning. But I don't know where that spot is. Okay, well, he just grenade jumped at me, and that's really cool. Maybe I shouldn't stand that close to the doors, huh?
Skill issue.
I'm excited to be on the ship, though. Like, we're dying a lot. Like, a lot. But I am excited that, we finally made it onto, like, the ship portion.
I see one.
Fuck. That was just terrible from the get-go.
Skill issue. Skill issue.
Yeah, maybe trying to melee the sword carriers is not going to be the play. Maybe we should try to take this guy out. He just beat my shit in. That was wild.
Skill issue.
Yikes. I don't think it's a winning formula. Yeah, no, I think getting the absolute shit beat out of you is that's not going to be a winner. You know, maybe next time we do this, I'll be a little bit more prepared. Okay. Next time we do this, I might be a little bit more prepared. Try to, like, take some notes and figure some shit out beforehand. But yeah, basically the only thing I remember about the walkthrough that I watched was that we need to get into that corridor. Where do we go afterwards? Where do we stand? How do we get through the next portions? I don't fucking know. All I know, that corridor. That way we can get around to the other sides and start picking folk off. It'd be really cool if he didn't notice me. Hey, he noticed me. Well.
Skill issue.
Hey, he noticed. He noticed, Chad. I was trying to be sneaky, trying to hide behind that box. And he was like, no, sir. I do not think so. Like, yeah, fair enough. Hey, why can't I just do that every time? Okay, a little bit better. Sorry we have to deal with all the beeping. This is what we wanted to happen. And I kind of want to stick here so that nobody spawns in either direction. Then just gonna wait for oh, fuck. There's a way to stop them spawning there, and I don't know what it is.
Skill issue.
That's gonna be rough. Until we can figure that out. Ooh, excuse me.
We've got contact! Contact! Lots of contact!
He didn't come out of the right hallway this time. What the fuck? What the fuck, Richard? Almost made me drop my croissant. Hey, can we talk about this? Do you think we can, like, have a conversation like grown adults? No, you're just gonna keep charging at me? Cool. Really immature of him if you think about it.
Skill issue.
I tried to offer a peaceful resolution to this whole war thing we've got going on, and they're like, nope, I don't think so. This guy even laughed at me. And he's like absolutely debating me. Excuse me, sir. I'm just gonna squeeze right on. Yeah, that was not gonna work out. That was not working out well from the beginning.
Skill issue.
God damn. Yeah, I don't know how many shots I needed to take at that guy, but it was apparently
Skill
more.
Issue.
Excuse me.
We got company!
I mean, I know where his head is. It shouldn't be that hard to hit, I think, right?
Skill issue.
At least this is a little more interesting than having to run back for the ammo every time, right? Every time we die, we can just jump right back into it.
Don't worry, there's one. Contact! Lots of contact! No covenant. You had to open your mouth. Fragged him!
Marines out here doing work. We appreciate a good, useful Marine.
Show me what you got!
Yeah. He's gone now. Very useful for the amount of time we had him. Fuck. Gotta be a better way to do that, too.
Skill issue.
Nice shot! Fire in the hole! Contact! Lots of contact! No covenant. You had to open your mouth. Come on! Nice one!
There's a health kit over there. You guys know about this health kit?
Oh, this is it! Too young to die!
It's not gonna make a difference if we get hit by a grenade. Apparently also active camouflage. Which, fucking guys. Okay, well, as long as I know about the health kit and the active camouflage, I feel like we've got a real shot. As long as we don't get absolutely jibbed by some grunts I didn't expect to see. Is there any grunts out there? Grunts? No? Just the one? The one grunt, actually? Ooh, okay. Well, found him. See how that does. I thought I heard some feet next to me. Shut the door, shut the door. Ow. Can't actually hear. Too long a hallway, I can't actually hear what's exploding down there. It's a lot of blue. Lots of blue blood down there. Any grunts? Well, now we're out of sniper rifle ammo. And grenades. There's supposed to be a way to despawn all these boys, but I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just a time thing. It might just be time related. I don't think that I can take out one of these elites this way, you know? Especially not if they're gonna be all jumpy. Fuck. Maybe we just have to get lucky with the grunts.
Skill issue.
Doesn't really seem like the way to do it, but it could be. Excuse me, sir. I'm pretty sure I shot you twice. Yeah, I knew that one wasn't gonna be good from the get-go.
Skill issue.
Might be for the best, because from this point forward, after we get this hallway done, I have no idea what's next. Well, I didn't get the health kit or the active camo. AMA. And a gold elite spawns back here. Neato.
Skill issue.
So I think if we can get this elite to spawn over here, which he didn't.
You bastard.
We can do this and then this. And we can get in here pretty easy. And I think I just want to wait. I want to see how many of these boys we can get to spawn. How many grunts we can get to spawn in one go, you know? And if we can get a whole bunch of them in that room at the same time, then we just set one of them off, do a whole chain reaction thing. I say we try that. What do you think, chat? Any ideas? Any thoughts? Opinions? Masterful strategies? Because I think we do have to clear this hangar in order to progress. Jesus. You know, you'd think for somebody who wants to stream for a living, I'd learn how to speak real human words. Okay, music started. We've either been very lucky in that nobody has spawned in this corner yet, or standing here stops them from spawn. So lucky it is then, huh? I just shouldn't open my mouth. I shouldn't say things. To be fair, I don't think he spawned in that corner. I think he spawned in the other corner and then ran over here. I think that maybe we just go around to the other corner.
Contact! Lots of contact!
Can one of these open, please? 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 Hey, what's going on? You being invisible? Yeah, same. Aha! You're so sneaky. No, shut up. What happens if I just keep this door open? What happens if I just force this door to stay open? I mean, eventually I'll have to go around the corner to try to snipe some folk, right? But what happens if we just keep this door open so nobody spawns in this room? Is that a play? Can we do that? I thought I heard that door behind me open. I was like, oh no. The music started. I know that signifies something. I don't know what it is. Okay, so apparently forcing that door to stay open does not stop things from spawning in there. Which is good to know. That was way scarier than I intended. Bitches. Fuck. There's a way to do this,
Skill issue.
and I still think that this is probably the best strategy we have. But there's a way to fucking do this, brother. They're supposed to be throwing way more grenades too, and I haven't actually seen that many grenades being thrown.
Get your best shot!
I don't know, I'm pretty thrown. I don't know what that means in this context, Nick. Hey, Nick? Nick, what does that mean? Nick? Nicholas? It was a grenade joke. I mean, I understand the grenade joke portion of it, but are you a grenade? Are you exploding? What's happening? What's happening inside the context of this joke? I am indeed the grenade. Right, cool, man. I love that for you. The grenade is in the room with us right now. Awesome. I love that. I hit the door. AMA. Fucking.
Skill
Also, hello.
issue.
Hello, Nick. How are you? Other than apparently sick and also blowing up.
Contact! Contact! Lots of contact! No covenant. You had to open your mouth.
I'm eating spicy ramen. Is that helping with your grenade status? Is it gas? Is that why you're a grenade? Is it secretly your butthole that's exploding? That was scary. I'm gonna text Sugar and have her Python snap you and make you watch Jersey Shore. I'm not going to watch Jersey Shore. There's absolutely nothing that Sugar could ever do to convince me to watch Jersey Shore. I'm playing Halo LASO. You think there's anything more torturous that Sugar could possibly do to me? Besides, Sugar's too nice to do that kind of shit anyway. Dude, this fucking jackal right here is absolutely destroying me. Fuck. I know there's a way to get those guys to stop spawning there, but I just don't know how to do it. I should really pay attention when I watch the guides and how-tos on how to do this stuff. I feel like it would really help me out playing these games if I knew what the fuck I was doing. That's me with Minecraft and Skyrim. Also, Pythos. Hello. It's me, Pythos. When help spread democracy with me. Listen, I am all about spreading democracy. I think Edge and Badal were doing that. I don't know if they're still doing it, but I know they were doing it when I started streaming. I love democracy. Did you go through the hallways on the far side? It seems like a hell of an ask right now. TBH. I'm free Thursday afternoon if you are. I'm not. Yeah, Ripperino. Thursday's like the only day I have to like get real world stuff done. And there's a non-zero chance that I'm working Thursday or early on Thursday as well. There's a lot of gold sword elites in here, huh? So many of them. He was right there. Ah. What are you all doing here? Away with you, gremlins. Actually, please stick around now. I need you. Hey, what's going on, man? That almost worked. The gold elites make me mad and the red elites are daddy. I fucking what?
Skill issue.
But I'm happy to play in this space with you if that's what we're doing, but what the fuck?
Contact! Lots of contact!
Lots of contact. This music is lovely. I like the lounge cover of video game songs. It's a very specific genre that I've been into. Take your fucking time, my guy. My favorite is the Jungle Japes one. Alright, old graphics. Oh, ooh, new graphics. Oh, look at the sniper rifle. It's ugly as shit. Jesus. Put it back. Also, that bloom. No, don't come this way. Sir, if you could fuck off, that'd be great.
Issue.
He's a sneaky little snake. A sneaky little snake. Sneaky little snake.
Contact! Lots of
No,
contact!
just the
No covenant.
no covenant, and he just explodes. You guys came out of the wrong door. Invisibros, hell yeah. Hell yeah. What's up, Invisibro? High five. He high-fived quite a bit harder than I did. Yikes.
Skill issue.
Just being cheeky. Being cheeky right in the middle of the game. It cost me dearly. Do you? Do you for truly? I think it's if we come over into this corner and like look over here, it stops shit from spawning, but I'm not 100% sure about that. We're gonna give it a try. I'm not like, we're not in any worse position for trying things, you know. If we just try shit out and see what works. I'm really excited that I now get 2 notifications whenever I go live. If anybody doesn't, for those of you that don't know, hi, welcome. I did set up my own server specifically for this stream. And I've updated all the socials and whatnot, so now it, instead of directing to the Idiot Box server, it now directs to my server. So if you want to, and you haven't already, feel free to give that a look. Big oof. Big oof, in fact. There's a lot of shit going on there.
Skill issue.
Alright. What time is it? About 6:45. We'll give it a couple more shots. I kind of want to keep these, like, reasonably length. Partially for my own sanity. I can only do this so many times before it starts grating on me. My energy starts running out, so... And, like I said before, I didn't really, like, check out the guide for this far into it. So I don't actually know what the strat is for these next few sections. So we'll have to see. Because I know there's like a spot in this corner that you're supposed to look at. I don't know what it is, or where I am, or what's happening. I have a very vague memory of, like, all right, he came over into like a corner and looked at like a purple and gray spot, but that's not terribly helpful. If you don't know specifically which spot he's looking at, it could be fucking anywhere. Like a way to like tuck yourself into the corner, I think. Like, I don't know. Then eventually we do have to just start shooting folk. But if we can get as many grunts into that room as possible, blow them all up, do a lot of the work for us. Like that spot? That looks familiar. I don't know. I don't remember. Well, that ain't it.
Skill issue.
I don't even know. I don't know what death number we're at because I've got my preview covered up right now. But I imagine it's a lot. We were at quite a few deaths even before we got onto the ship. But we have made progress, and I think that is really the important part, you know? We're no longer hiding in a canyon behind a rock. Now we're on a ship hiding in a corridor. Like real winners. But I'll look it up. I'll look it up for next time. And we can really nail some of this shit down. And then we can go back in the VOD and laugh at ourselves for how foolish we were. One thing I will say though, recently the old TikToks have been kind of popping the fuck off, and I really love that. I don't know how much traffic that's actually driving towards our channels at all, but you know, everything has been kind of coming up in bits and pieces. So, you know, really excited to see how all this turns out. But regardless, just sitting down and streaming with you guys is fun as hell for me. Love meeting new people, love having new folk come in here and hang out for a little while. New and returning people. Like Nick usually comes in here, says something out of pocket, and then goes and plays Valorant or whatever. Gotta love that for him. Also, he's supposed to come to Colorado like mid-summer time frame, which sucks because we're supposed to get really, really busy at work at about that time. I'm going to try to maintain my streaming schedule through that. We'll have to see how that all works out. Make no promises. And if we're as busy as they say we're going to be, it's going to be kind of a fucking beating. May or may not have time for anything else. But we'll see. Today at work should be very informative as far as like what I have to do for the rest of the week. I don't hear the music yet, which means I don't think that everybody has finished spawning. Hey, look, everybody definitely wasn't finished spawning. Yikes.
Skill issue.
Okay, so maybe hiding in that corner isn't exactly going to do it for us, because I think it just backs up the people spawning in that hallway. Which I'm pretty sure is not what we want, because as soon as that door opens, we're screwed. Unless I can time a grenade perfectly. And thus far, my luck with that kind of thing has been not extraordinary. Excuse me? Fucking nah, fucking knee. Okay. I don't know what happened there.
Issue.
If there's a way to get all these guys to despawn, I will find it. There's like a cheeky little skip we could do here. That'd be great too. Anything I can do to clip through the floor and get through here? They're just really, really piling in on that side, huh? Just so many boys, so many lads. Let me just slip by here real quick. Just need to make my way into here. Thank you. He just showed up behind me and beat the ever-loving shit out of me. That turns out that is not the optimal way to do it. All right, we'll give it a couple more tries. At about 7, I think we're going to raid out. I need to grab some food before work. Cheeky little 2-hour stream, 2.5-hour stream, something like that. How do you guys feel about that? Any thoughts? Suggestions? Overall plans? Ooh, excuse me. Oh, my reticle's gone. Initially, when I read through what each one of these skulls do, and I saw it say that it gets rid of random elements of your HUD, I thought it was cumulative. Like, I thought for one death, your reticle would go missing. For the next death, your ammo count, and like all of it would stay off the entire time. And that is apparently just not the case. It's one piece at a time. Whew. That was close. Woo! All right. You like jazz? Fuck. All right, let's give it one more shot and then we'll call it a day, huh? One more go. Oh, we need another.
Skill issue.
Partially to maintain my sanity and partially because I want to raid into Snam. And I know he's live right now, so. Then on Wednesday, we're going to be playing Dead by Daylight. The new chapter is coming out, so we're going to be checking that out. And then on Friday, we're going to do something else. I haven't exactly decided what yet. My heart tells me Dishonored. My heart tells me that we should play Dishonored. My brain says that Dead by Daylight would be a better choice. Well, not exactly the best way to go out, but you know, it was always going to happen some way like that. All right, let's go ahead and swap back to this. All right, thanks for stopping by, everybody. I appreciate it. We'll give it another shot soon. I don't know when. We'll figure out the schedule then, but we'll give it another shot pretty soon. I think we're just going to keep chipping away at it over time, you know? We're going to raid into sandwiches. We're going to hang out for a little bit. I'm going to go grab some food and whatnot before work, but I'm happy we finally made it to the ship. I was afraid we'd be stuck in that canyon the entire time. But I'll look up some strategies. I'll try to figure out what we're doing from here going forward. And, you know, hopefully next time we'll make some more progress. But with that being said, YouTube, I love you. I appreciate you stopping by. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.